We've been going. This is let's see, where did we start? We started the week, so we went to Atlanta Monday, spent all day Tuesday doing flight tests and making sure the PC-12 was delivery ready. Then we flew the PC-12 Wednesday to Phoenix. Thursday morning, flew to Seattle and went up to Canada to look at an airplane for a client. Took the red eye to Oklahoma City this morning, Friday. And then tomorrow we head to Tallahassee to do another delivery and some training with a new client. What's up guys, Mark Brown here with 11 Aviation. I am in something a little bit different today. This is a PC-12 NGX. So we're here today sort of finishing up this whole process. We've now seen this aircraft the last couple months from Europe to London and now in the United States, and we're finishing up, make sure it's perfect for the clients. So we did the flight test on the Wi-Fi system today to make sure that it worked perfectly, and tomorrow we are headed west for the delivery of this beautiful PC-12 NGX. All right guys, we're here in the back of the PC-12. Yesterday we spent all day getting it delivery ready. We did the flight test for the GoGo L5 Wi-Fi that we had installed for this client. And now we're here in flight at 30,000 feet going to do the delivery. We have a very private client, so we're not going to show the actual handing over of the keys, but we're really excited for them, and we're really happy they chose 11 Aviation to help them through this PC-12 journey. Go for it. What's up? What are we doing, Mark? On the road. We flew into Seattle. We're headed to Canada. We're about to cross the border in 3 miles. We are headed up to Canada to look at a airplane for a new client. They've hired us to find them a Kodiak. They wanted some very specific things. We found a really great, what we think is a good off-market airplane up here in Canada. And so we don't like to get into contracts until we go lay eyes on the airplane. So that's what we're doing. We're heading up for 6 hours into Canada. We're going to check this airplane out, make sure it checks all the boxes for our client, and then get into contract. So it's a fun week, busy week, but we're having fun. So this is take 14 because Zach doesn't know how to work mics, but so just got done flying a Kodiak. We were up in Canada looking at a Kodiak for a client and just did a flight test on it, went through all the logbooks, spoke with the pilot, spoke with the mechanics, got the full history of the airplane. We've sold the airplane before. We knew the original owners and we knew this owner, so that's the nice thing, is having the Kodiak knowledge and working with them over the last 12 years. We know most of the owners and know when the airplanes are good, but we wanted to go in person and just have a look-see to make sure it was perfect like we thought it was, and it all checked out. So a couple hours in Canada, now we're headed back to Seattle, and we're going to go on to the next city. We've got a meeting in Oklahoma City tomorrow morning to check on another client's Kodiak. So long week, a lot of travel, different cities every day, but we like to go above and beyond for our clients, and that's what we're doing. So on to the next one. Time is 22:44.
Doors closing. Please stand clear.
44 at night.
Please hold on.
So yeah, we just flew the airplane from Oklahoma City. We just landed here in Fort Worth. The aircraft is going to have some work done to it at our service center here in Fort Worth. This is an interesting airplane. This was my demo airplane when I worked at the OEM. was sold to a private owner, and then we just helped with the sale. We weren't the lead on the sale, but we helped sort of as a consultant, and we're helping now with some of the maintenance and flight tests on this aircraft. It's pretty interesting. It's going to New Zealand as their second ever Kodiak. So the operator of this airplane bought a Kodiak, I think about 2 years ago now, and it was the first Kodiak in country. I had brought a Kodiak there on a demo tour years ago, but there hadn't been one based there that had been New Zealand registered there until this operator got the first one, and it's done so great for them. They have both Caravans and Kodiaks. They really love the Kodiak, so they bought this one, and it's been repainted. So we just picked it up from the paint shop, and we did the flight test after paint, returned to service flight. There are a few issues, so we brought it down here to Fort Worth to have them looked at before the aircraft gets ferried 45 hours over open ocean to New Zealand here in another month or two. So pretty interesting. We're going to be following this airplane basically the whole way. I'm not doing the ferry, but we're going to hopefully meet it in New Zealand and do some training in it later this fall. What's next? Now we got the rest of the afternoon to get caught up on office work and get some lunch and some rest. And then tomorrow we head to Tallahassee to do another delivery and some training with a new client. Red Bull, sponsor me.
Sponsor.
All right, so I've worn Zach out. 1 week in my shoes, Zach's dead. He's gone. He didn't even want to have dinner last night. Exciting day. Another airplane we've been working on for a couple months is finally delivering. Long story short, gentleman and family hired us to find him a plane, never owned a turbine before. And he goes, Mark, the Kodiak's the plane for me. I was able to facilitate a demo flight. I was able to help him through the whole process. We spent months going through how much it was going to cost, exactly how much he should allocate. He definitely wanted to make sure he had all the financials squared away. So we walked through all that, and then he said, yep, let's do it. I'm ready to find a Kodiak 100. And so we were able to facilitate a really special off-market deal. We had a really good legacy Kodiak that we were able to find him that had some really nice upgrades. I personally knew the owner of the plane. I actually knew both the owners of the aircraft, and we were able to facilitate a deal, and it's been in maintenance now, getting a few more upgrades, getting a few more things done. Today's delivery day, and today is training day, day one of training day. So he hired us to handle his Kodiak training, so we're insurance approved. We're here in Florida. We're gonna fly back to the West Coast with him over the next couple days and get some really fun training in. So that's what we're doing. Here we are in Tallahassee, Florida, in front of this legacy Kodiak 100. This is a 2013 Kodiak 100. We're actually getting this one delivery ready for a client that's taking delivery later tonight. So at 11 Aviation, we really pride ourselves on the data. We make a lot of data-driven decisions. We have a huge database of single-engine turboprops, and we can really value airplanes and know which airplanes have what specifications on them. And so we looked in our database for this client and said, hey, look, there are only 2 Kodiak 100s legacy models that have been upgraded with the Summit interior. And so we knew about this one. I knew that it was potentially going to be for sale. And so we were able to make the connection off market and do a deal. And so today's delivery day, we're really excited. He's gonna get to see it. We're gonna fly with him for a couple days. And that's the great thing that we're able to offer, especially Kodiak customers, is the ability to help people from the very start all the way through their flight training and management, and then potentially even to their next airplane. So we're really, really happy. We try to give a white glove service. We're happy for both the buyer and the seller. They both got really good deals on this airplane, and it's going to a new home, to a family that's really gonna appreciate being in a turbine-powered airplane. This is the end of our long week. Well, it's the end for Zach. It's not the end for me. We spent the last 6 days traveling all over the country, internationally in the U.S. to look at airplanes, deliver airplanes. We really pride ourselves on going above and beyond for our clients at 11 Aviation, and it's been a fun week. And so I'm going to get some lunch, then headed back to the airport, going to do a couple days of training with this new client. So we'll catch you guys on the next one. Consider liking and subscribing if you like the content. And as always, if you're interested in buying, selling, having an airplane managed, or getting training in a single engine turboprop, contact details are at the end. We'll catch you guys next time.